Section 3. Shadows over Gotham. Night thickens over Gotham, a midnight velvet laced with cold drizzle, muffling the restless city below. In the hush, the skyscrapers become silent sentinels, their windows glinting faintly with secrets untold. Far above the grime and flickering neon, on the eaves of a forgotten cathedral, a figure drapes itself inside the gloom. A silhouette, broad-shouldered, cloak undulating. It's not the wind that stirs. It's him, Batman. Beneath the chime of distant bells, the city's breath grows tense. Every alley seems a pathway threaded with dread, each shadow hinting at memory's monsters. The city cannot sleep, for it knows what stalks its dreams. Batman listens with heightened senses. The drip of water, the flutter of a pigeon's wings, the creak of gears from an old clock tower. But there is something else, something colder. Tonight, the darkness feels unnatural, like something feeds on the city's fear. Across the rooftops, Batman's boots land noiselessly. He scans the skyline through rain-specked lenses, eyes catching every nuance of movement. Somewhere in the haze, a child's laughter is swallowed by a sigh, a dream, or a warning. The rain pounds harder, echoing on the cobblestones as if urging him onward. Thunder growls above, and in a brief strobe of lightning, Batman glimpses an impossible shape lurking where no one should stand. Long arms, face pale as candle wax, eyes as hollow as forgotten wells. Suddenly the cathedral's bells ring out, their song warbled and slow, as if dragged from the edge of the grave. Batman's breath forms mist, and an uneasy shiver crawls beneath his armored skin. Something in Gotham is calling to him, not for salvation, for judgment. Section 4. Murmurs in the rain. Rain slaps against the stone gargoyles as Batman narrows his gaze, heart steady but mind alert, tracing the imprint of that fleeting figure that vanished with the thunder. He drops quietly from the cathedral, cape flaring like ink upon the wind, boots barely striking sparks on the fire escape. The city's pulse deepens here, in the lower blocks, where the ancient tenements crouch in perpetual shadow, and the gutter water carries old secrets down to the harbor. See the generated image above. Amber streetlights flicker, casting slow-moving silhouettes that seem to resist the cleansing downpour. Somewhere, a door bangs open, then slams shut, the echo more violent than any cry. Batman listens. He attunes himself to the language of the lost, hearing thin voices that rise and fall beneath the city's breath. On these streets, myth becomes almost tangible. Figures in bedraggled coats hurry by, heads low, not noticing the great bat-like form drifting just above their fears. A whispering starts, low, persistent, picked up by the wind and carried through every alley. The words are too old to fully understand, a fractured nursery rhyme from Gotham's grimy past. Batman pauses beneath a rusted fire escape, where the shadows seem to pool and thick, unnatural cold seeps through his armor. He knows this chill, a warning, not of weather, but of something other, something that gnaws at the seams of reality. See the generated image above. A neon sign fizzes and dies, plunging a bodega into utter darkness. For a heartbeat, the street is blind. In that silence, Batman hears the scrape of nails on brick, the low warble of a tune meant for lulling children to sleep, twisted and wrong. Gotham's eyes are never dry. Blink and monsters multiply, the voice croons. Batman tenses, senses flaring. He readies a batarang, scanning for the singer. The darkness holds its breath, waiting. The story tonight is only beginning.